He picked Deshaun Watson, but what if the Browns already made a different decision behind the scenes? Because one move, one moment could flip everything, and Shedeur Sanders might already know it.
Miracle that you got to dig deep to find it, but it's two things. Number one, the skill set that he once displayed was on an elite level.
Yes.
What he once did, we've never seen Shedeur Sanders do. That's number one. And number two, as bad as Deshaun Watson has been, he only played in 19 games out of 68 for the 4 years he was in Cleveland. In the 4 years he's been there. He's only played in like 19 games. And so because of that plethora of injuries.
Let me tell you something that stopped the entire NFL world dead in its tracks this week. StephenASmith, the loudest, most watched, most controversial voice in sports media, just went on national television and essentially told Shedeur Sanders to sit down. Not quietly, not politely, loudly, confidently, on camera. He picked Deshaun Watson, a quarterback who has played in only 19 games over 4 years, over Shedeur Sanders for the Cleveland Browns QB1 spot. And fans absolutely lost their minds. Stay with me, because once you hear Stephen A's actual reasoning, you might just understand it, even if you hate it.
The overtime.
Let me tell you something, man. All of that stuff you said is true. Nothing to dispute there. Ladies and gentlemen, Shedeur is special.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We see the speed. We see the athleticism.
Yeah.
We see the arm strength. I'm watching him look off coverage.
Yes.
I mean, he's doing stuff you don't see too many college quarterbacks do. When you hear about guys like he talks about how Tom Brady's going to text him after the game,
Right.
talk to him after the game. You hear about people being mentored.
Yeah.
But it's one thing to hear it. It's another thing to visualize it. Go back and watch tape of Tom Brady. And then of course, I'm not comparing the two. But watch Shedeur look off defenders. Look in one direction, all of a sudden at the drop of a hat, throw it in another direction. The poise, the intellect, the athleticism, the arm strength, the moxie, the wanting the most. This kid right here, when we see talent, is one thing. But to know that that's his dad, and to have that light on him, and to play the way that he plays up here, not just with his ability, we got a potential superstar on our hands. This brother is special.
Right.
He's very special.
It's not easy to be the child of a star.
No question.
Because the parent shadow looms large, but he's not in awe of it. He embraces it. He's like, why should I be ashamed of my dad as Deshaun Sanders?
That's right.
The resources.
He's protective of him.
Yes.
He's at midfield. When you see a quarterback standing at midfield with his coach, but he was there. I'm talking about before he showed the white. He was standing right next to his dad.
I heard what you said.
See, Coach Nova.
I heard what you said about my pops.
I heard what you said about my pops. That's right. And listen, Colorado State, they were ready to play.
They were ready to play.
Give them a lot of props. They showed up. I thought they were going to get blown out. They showed up, and they showed me a lot. Coach Nova, he deserves a lot of respect. But he's standing right next to his dad, protecting his dad. You got to give him a chance with the money you owe him, the money you paying him, because you can't give him away, to be honest with you. That's the only reason I'm saying that. But Shedeur Sanders did end the season. But my answer to this question would be Deshaun Watson.
Headed into the season, Shedeur Sanders should be the #1 player at the quarterback position on the depth chart for the Cleveland Browns. Now, does Deshaun Watson get an opportunity to compete? Absolutely. What you can't do if you're Jimmy Haslam, what you can't do if you're Todd Monken is chase the contract. You can't chase the money. You have to look at the film and say, this is who Deshaun Watson.
Here's the situation in Cleveland right now. The Browns are at a crossroads that nobody in the NFL saw coming. Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Cleveland Browns, just told reporters that Deshaun Watson has a great chance to be the franchise's starter heading into this season. A fresh start, he said. New head coach Todd Monken, new energy, new chapter. But hold on, because on that same roster, you've got Shedeur Sanders, the son of the legendary Deion Sanders, a quarterback who came in late last season, took over under center, and showed real fight, real heart. He ended the season as the starter. He gave Browns fans something they hadn't felt in a long time: hope. And then you've got Dylan Gabriel still sitting on that roster too. So the question went out, who should be Cleveland's starter? And that's when Stephen A. Smith walked into the room and dropped a bomb on everybody. Stephen A. didn't hesitate for long. He said, and I'm paraphrasing directly from his own words here, because of the money, I'm inclined to give Deshaun Watson one more chance. The money, not the talent, not the film, not recent performance, the money. Deshaun Watson is owed a fully guaranteed contract worth over $100 million in remaining money. The Browns literally cannot get rid of him without eating that contract whole, and Stephen A. knows it. He said it out loud. You can't give him away, to be honest with you. But here's where it gets even more layered, because Stephen A. didn't just say Watson for business reasons and leave it there. He gave 2 reasons why Watson still deserves a look, and these 2 reasons are actually hard to argue with. Number 1, the skill set Watson once displayed was elite level, and we've never, not yet, seen Shedeur Sanders do what Watson did in Houston. Back in those Houston Texans days, Watson was running with Patrick Mahomes in the same breath. People forget that. He was that guy. Number 2, Watson has only played 19 games in 4 years as a Brown. That's it. Injuries destroyed his time in Cleveland before it ever really started, so this isn't a case of a guy playing 50 games and stinking it up. It's a guy who barely played, and Stephen A. says that tiny ray of hope still flickers. That's the argument. That's the case. And honestly, you can feel the pain in Stephen A.'s voice when he says it. Even he doesn't fully believe it. He used the word praying. He said he's praying and hoping Watson returns to form. That's not confidence. That's desperation wrapped in logic.
Off-season stuff, that dude was worth it. The dude we see playing now or playing recently has not been. And some of the highlights we saw from Shedeur Sanders, the ability to lead this team, the ability to stay tough and fight and get through the adversity, to me, allows him an opportunity to lead the clubhouse at the quarterback position. And it does seem that Todd Monken has some sort of kinship relationship with Shedeur Sanders, and I believe that should be explored before going back to Deshaun Watson in some way trying to justify.
Now let's talk about what this means for Shedeur Sanders and for every fan who fell in love with what they saw from him. Because RC, the co-host on that segment, said something that hit different. He talked about the highlights, the toughness, the adversity Shedeur fought through, the ability to lead a clubhouse. He said Todd Monken himself has shown a real connection, a real kinship with Shedeur Sanders, and that relationship should be explored before the Browns go running back to a ghost of Watson's past. RC pushed back hard. He reminded everyone, we stopped giving Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson the benefit of the doubt based on what they used to be. We judge them on what they're showing us right now. And right now, Deshaun Watson has not shown us anything worth betting on. But the most painful moment, the moment that broke Shedeur fans everywhere, is that Stephen A. Smith, despite acknowledging all of this, still landed on Watson. He said it clearly. My answer to this question would be Deshaun Watson. And that sentence, that one sentence, sent Twitter, X, Instagram, all of it into absolute chaos. Here's what I need you to understand about why this conversation is bigger than just a quarterback battle in Cleveland. This is about money versus merit in the NFL. This is about whether a team can actually move forward when they're financially handcuffed to a mistake. The Browns didn't just sign Deshaun Watson. They gave him the richest, fully guaranteed contract in NFL history at the time. And now that decision is haunting them like a ghost they can't shake. Shedeur Sanders represents the future. He represents youth, energy, fight, and potential. He's not just a player, he's a story. The son of a Hall of Famer, carrying a name that means something in this league, trying to carve his own path. And the cruel reality of the NFL is this: sometimes the right football decision and the right financial decision are not the same thing. The Browns are trapped between those two worlds right now. Todd Monken, and this is the final twist, has reportedly hinted at going younger at quarterback. Whether that was at the combine or the league meetings, the signals are there, which means even the head coach might already know what the front office won't admit yet. Deshaun Watson might not be the starter when the season kicks off, and if that's true, everything Stephen A. said becomes even more bittersweet, because he picked a guy the Browns themselves might already be moving away from. So here's where we land. StephenASmith picked Deshaun Watson. The money forced his hand, even he admits it. But the film, the recent play, the leadership, the momentum, all of it points to Shedeur Sanders. Cleveland is at a fork in the road. One path leads to financial logic and one last shot at Watson magic. The other leads to youth, belief in a brand new era. Which path do the Browns choose? Drop your answer in the comments right now. Watson or Shedeur? I want to see where you stand. And if you want more NFL breakdowns like this, real analysis, real stories, no filler, hit that subscribe button right now. We drop content every week, and you do not want to miss what's coming next. See you in the next one.